Sunny in the morning, mostly sunny in the afternoon on Travel Wednesday. Good Tuesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, you can see we have some rain in the Gulf of Mexico. We have some snow that's now essentially north of the Great Lakes, or at least moving away from the Great Lakes. We had a few passing showers move through northern Georgia and far western North Carolina today, but the rain that we tap into won't really arrive until later Friday and into Saturday. Now, the Thanksgiving Day parade's a fun thing to watch on TV. They'll be in the 40s in New York City during the morning hours, but just 2 days away. That should get you in the spirit of Thanksgiving. Maybe you're thankful like I am. Maybe you're grateful like I am. This is the Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you'll get to be with your family and friends. Almanac, our high was 58 today. I was expecting 57. It was 57 in Oak Ridge, but the normal high, 58. So you might say it was a normal high, normal day, but then you look at the mornings, instead of 25. Oh man, the normal low is 36. We were 11 degrees below average this morning, a cold warning that will be fading over time. High temperature hit 57 in Sevierville, in Sevier County, 57 in Athens and Oak Ridge, 58 Middlesboro, and 58 in Crossville in the heart of Cumberland County. High temperatures hit 56, Chattanooga. But look, and lo and behold, Nashville hit 61 today. Wouldn't it be cool if we could be in the low 60s tomorrow? In fact, we will. I'm expecting a high of 63 now for tomorrow. So tomorrow, Wednesday, about 63 degrees for your middle of the week. Now, we had some clouds that were more noticeable, the foothills further up from, say, Chattanooga, moving along the higher terrain through the Smokies, but most of those clouds, where they are present, will move out later tonight and will clear things out. Now, if you're in Oneida, where I was yesterday, it's probably starry and will stay nice and clear through the night, but those clouds you can see are trying to work their way towards Charlotte and eventually will thin out across the board. So let's talk about the rain that's coming. Let's move the clock. Let's do a time warp. Stop the clock. 1 o'clock in the morning. You mean we're not likely to see any rain until 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday? That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a while. So if you have time on Thanksgiving Day to stretch your legs after maybe the second helping of dessert, or maybe that's just me. Maybe you just do one helping. But anyway, it's tempting. Anyway, if you're doing some exercise, you'll have time Thursday afternoon and evening because the rain's not going to roll like into town until later, probably closer to midnight from the west on Friday morning. Now, let me show you how much rain we may see. Oh, lo and behold, Friday looks pretty soggy. Oh, there's some models that would suggest 1 1/3 inches in Crossville, 1 1/4 inches, Kingston, Harriman, Rockwood, and Athens, McMinn County, and almost 0.86 there in Knoxville. That's what this model's suggesting. And there's others that bring a little more rain on Saturday and then probably tapering off Sunday morning. But I will tell you this was at one time, like 2 or 3 days ago, one big system. But it's not that anymore. It's now two distinct systems, and the timing can be varied quite a bit. You might even hear different voices say, I heard it's going to start here. I heard it's going to start here. Stay tuned because I'm going to have another update tomorrow morning. I'll fine-tune it as we get closer. But there can be and will be some locally heavy rain arriving, but the timing might be off or adjusted ever so slightly, but I still expect about 1 inch to 1.5 inches across the board when it's all said and done. Big game against Vanderbilt in Nashville. This is how I think it's going to look. Now, I could be wrong, but I'll tell you what, 7:30 Saturday against the Commodores. 5-6 this team is, but of course we're 9-2. Hashtag Go Big Orange. Wins about 10-15. It's just a raw rain. I mean, it's a cold rain. It's in the 50s. It's raining. It's just one of those. This is like, I think this is the big element on the playing field. I mean, as much as the commentators will say about the playing and the action on the field, I think the weather will be a component to this outcome and how it's played out. But temperature is about 55 for kickoff, 54 at halftime, 52 for the fourth quarter. Headlines, we're talking bright sunshine, few clouds today. We did that, check. Mostly sunny for Travel Wednesday, check. And we're going to see sun to clouds gather on Thanksgiving. By the way, this weather report brought to you by Insta-Dry. Waterproof your basement and attack that mold. Make your home healthy again with a cost-efficient solution. How do you do that? Well, you can call 865-312-2626 for a free estimate. My friend Kevin Jardine is the owner of Insta-Dry, and he understands it can be a heartache. It can make you feel uneasy when heavy rain is in the forecast if you have a wet basement or crawl space. And the mold, let's get you started. The mold down there can also affect your air quality in in your home, and he has some pretty good solutions that you may want to hear. Give him a call, 865-312-2626. He also has dozens of short little videos that you can watch through his website, which will be at the top of this Facebook post, instadry.com. Check him out today. He's there to help you. By the way, the Ultimate Doppler Radar, presented by InstaDry, is dry across the board. Nothing to see here, at least for now. We do have some showers north of Atlanta, moving basically toward the Carolinas, and we have more wet weather around Houston, Texas. So if you're traveling tomorrow, or maybe more importantly, you have family that's coming here, everybody wants to come to East Tennessee, and why not? Because it's the best place to be. But you were talking about the temperatures. Yeah, they're going to be warming up, but there could be some slowdowns in yellow around the Rockies where they deal with some snow, little impact in most of the country, but there's always the traffic element, which is why I always point you to my app, because the local traffic is handled superbly by Pete Michaels Traffic. All you do is tap it on the app and he will play. You don't even have to wait for it on the radio. Just tap it on the app and there it is. You'll get the updated traffic report from our friend Pete Michaels. So that's the traffic impact for tomorrow. And I highlighted the yellow areas for moderate impact for weather. Now, as far as Thanksgiving, maybe you're traveling on Thanksgiving to Grandma's house in the morning. There'll be some slowdowns in North Texas, western Oklahoma, for example. Also in South Texas, like Houston, maybe toward Louisiana, as well as Mississippi and Alabama. What about Friday? Does it get any better? Well, it actually begins to expand across southern Georgia, South Carolina. Maybe some slowdowns there for some moderate impact due to some weather hiccups. So just throwing it out there. Just want you to know where there may be some slowdowns potentially. Let me show you what this looks like. High pressure tonight and tomorrow morning. We're going to see the few clouds mainly hugging along the Smokies disappear. We'll wake up tomorrow morning with ample sunshine. Nothing but blue sky. And then by the afternoon, some high clouds will stream in here as the high departs. And you'll notice the rain's trying to get its act together. This is, say, 7 o'clock, Thanksgiving morning. Boy, the smell in the kitchen smells so good at 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. Oh, watching that parade and the smell. Oh, that brings back memories, doesn't it? All the rain you see in Arkansas trying to gather around Pine Bluff, around Memphis and Jonesboro. There's midday. By this point, you're probably on your second helping. Maybe you're on the desserts like me. By 4 or 5 o'clock, there's a second leftovers. But you can see the rain that's moving around St. Louis isn't quite here yet. In fact, by 11 o'clock Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, it's becoming more moderate south of Memphis, back toward Pine Bluff, but it's not in Knoxville yet. It's probably not going to be here until after midnight. Once it comes in the morning, it may look like this. Really depends on that warm front. That warm front's going to do this. That's why the timing is so weird. It's like, what's going on? Well, that's what's going on. We've got a warm front that's going to snake across the deep south, and it may produce some heavy rain for a while. It may move further south towards Charlotte, as some models take it, or it may just park itself, as this one suggests, right over Knoxville itself. This is 8 o'clock, 8:45 at night on Friday night, and we may see a slowdown. We may see a big pullback until the secondary system comes in from the west on Saturday. So for tonight, here's my best intel. Low temperature tonight about 32. Some clouds may linger, and then it's clearing out. It will be still frosty, but not as cold as, say, 25 like this morning. 33 for Oak Ridge, 35 for Sevierville, Newport 34, and 31 in Morristown. Looking for a Wednesday high for travelers at 63. Hallelujah, some say. Those of you on Team Spring, 63, I'm thrilled, aren't you? Some of you, yeah. And then those of you who are on Team Snow, go boo. You like pinch your nose, you're not happy at 63. You're waiting for a white Thanksgiving, maybe a white holiday weekend. Maybe that could be, but not this weekend. 62 for Oak Ridge. Expecting a high in Newport, 64, 64 in Athens, and 62 in Kingston. May I remind you, we're still under a drought, moderate drought, severe drought for some of us further south, so every drop that we get on Friday and Saturday will be beneficial. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville and East Tennessee. Holding steady on the pair of sixes on Thursday itself, sun to clouds. Some rain that might be a little heavy Friday morning, and then it could depart. That's a possibility. It could depart. And we may see some dry stretches Friday night into Saturday morning before it locks and reloads, coming in Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and maybe even lingering to about 9 or 10 o'clock on Sunday morning with some early showers. But you'll notice we're back to 63. It's kind of interesting how tomorrow's 63 and day 7 is 63. So we start in like bookmarks, bookends. They're coming into town. Very thankful for you, though. By the way, you can keep track of it all using the Captain Accurate Weather app. If you're traveling, this is a must-have. and it's free. Go to the App Store, Google Play, or simply search Captain Accurate at the App Store and Google Play. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I will have another video tomorrow morning. Oh, yes. And, of course, my premium members will get updates from me throughout the weekend. But certainly tomorrow morning you'll want to check it out for some changes that may be in the timing and the amounts themselves as far as the rain. My name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.